Weather update. We'll take a look at something in no time. It's a bit of a musical interlude that we had earlier, and I hope you enjoyed that. It led up to my news update at the bottom of the hour. And I could just imagine those people who were enjoying the music, and then there comes Ayanda to read the headlines. Aye! We'll try and bring you a little bit more of that in just a moment. But first, let's speak to the artist himself. He's currently employed as a piano and vocal teacher at Pretium Private School. And in fact, he was. But he's got such a deep love for music that he's gone on to start his own school, AL Music Academy. It also focuses on church development. And he was born in Vryburg. Adrian Losper is our first guest this morning when it comes to music as well. The composer, producer and band leader joins us now to tell us more about his album titled God's Miracle. It is available on iTunes. God's Miracle itself is available on iTunes or the CD. No, I'm joking. I'm just being funny. Good morning to you, Adrian. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I am doing very well, thank you. And you, sir, must be doing sterlingly well. You're doing something right. 7 instruments you can play. 7.
I still try.
Okay, they are piano, obviously,
Piano,
guitar,
bass, guitar, drums, percussion, vocal, conducting, and then it's basically my saxophone.
Oh my goodness.
Bought my own
That's
saxophone last
great.
week.
Let other children also learn how to play. No, I'm kidding. It's absolutely remarkable. Where and when did your passion for music start?
It basically started when I was 5 years old. I basically started playing in church. You know, we all start at church. Mm-hmm. Some people forget where they start, but that's where we basically start. And I started playing drums, and then I just developed until I was started to playing piano. Then I did bass, and yeah, it just grew. And then I did conducting at a time and stuff. Yeah. Mm.
So some people forget that they started in church. What reminds you of and what made you choose gospel as a genre of music?
I think the first song I sang was It Just Makes Me Love Him More. So when I think about God's goodness, then I realize that He is the beginning and the end. You know, if you go into Genesis, then it says about where we all started. You know, and that's basically what that song reminds us of. That it just makes me love Him more when I think about His goodness. And that's why I'm saying some people forget where they start. But I just brought them back with that song to say, know where we start. Mm.
I can just imagine some Christians who are in other genres saying, this guy is selling us out. But let's speak a little bit about the gospel market now. Yes. I mean, some would say that it's much easier because you already have a bit of a following in church and it can spread via word of mouth. So you're already certain of, say, at least 250 to however many people are in your church are going to buy that CD if the pastor says buy. But how easy or difficult is it actually to sell gospel as an artist?
I think basically the main thing for me was how I sell my music, and I think it's the way we write. The music that I write now, it's not just for Christian people, it's for people that are unbelievers also. And it's about the message. I mean, the first song was It Just Makes Me Love Him More. The other song I wrote was God's Miracle, that God has made you, that I'm a miracle made by the hand of God, creator of the universe made me who I am. And there's another song I wrote that says, God has made you on purpose, for a purpose. So it's not just about the Christianity, it's about believing in the message, you know. Because anyone can listen to that song. And a small
like
baby.
Winans as well.
Yes,
He's also got that crossover appeal. Okay.
Yes. So when you listen to the message, and that's what basically comes out. So when you listen to the message, it says that even if, imagine a small child comes to you and say, Mommy, God has made it for a reason. Oh, God has a plan for your life. Did you ever stop and think about why you were born? God has made you on purpose.
Then I must sing along as well.
Purpose. You see, everything. Just do the moves.
And then I must go to iTunes and get the song.
You know.
I see where you're going. It's a very good marketer right there.
Yes.
Okay, but who has been the biggest influence in your life, not only musically but also personally?
I think one of the biggest heroes in my life is my mom. And just by the album. The album is basically that I went to 3 major brain operations. Sure. Which the first one I was 7 days old. Second one was 13 years old and 18 years old. It was the third one. Basically, I had they put in a VP shunt, which drain. You know, a lot of kids that are in Red Cross Hospital is basically kids that are disabled and stuff. So my mom was through all of it. She was always the person that was the pillow. She and my dad, my late dad. So through that, the inspiration was always my music kept me going. So through that I could play drums, and you know what when people tell you you're nothing, you will never make it. The music inspired me, and then my mom is always there, you know. Wherever I sang, I did Superstar, SA's Got Talent, whatever, she would get transport and just go there. So she's my number one fan, you know. But through the grace of God, you know, I met a beautiful wife. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Jesus.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave it there before we start church up here. I'm hoping we'll hear a little bit more of your music. But if you, for whatever reason, are heading out, maybe you are going to church, you'll want to catch up with Adrian on iTunes. His album is titled God's Miracle. Adrian Losper, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, quick ad break. Morning Live continues after this. Stay with us.
It just makes me love you more when I think about your goodness.